Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a review request this time from a player over the North American server. He's Iron 1. This is a Skarner game of his. It is a win. Why did he want me to review this game specifically? So he says, this is a game that best shows my weaknesses in what I consider my strongest individual performance of the season so far. I was able to secure a lead for myself and one of my lanes and push that lead as far as I could go. I ended the game with a 4 level lead and a 280 CS lead on the opposing jungler. So that's definitely very incredible. I would argue, why did the game that go that long in the first place? I was focused on my lead and increasing that without actually closing out the game or knowing how to win. Okay, great. We'll jump into this. I feel incredibly comfortable in the early game since the jungle changed in preseason. I feel confident in getting myself ahead and being relatively smart in doing so, but I really don't know how to convert that to a win. I secured many objectives this game, but it dragged on forever. Not sure how I could have won this earlier. Great. So let's definitely make the theme of this video how to close out games when you're ahead. It sounds like you obviously have a lead, especially since you're up 280 CS at one point. Any specific moments from this game? So it goes, as the game progresses, I wasn't sure where to be. Focused on increasing my lead and felt often away from my teammates or in the wrong places. There's a play near the end of the game where I tower dive Mordecai's on Van. I don't think the decision to go for the dive was incorrect. I think execution was bad. There were several instances of me getting caught out or ending up alone with numbers disadvantage post 25 minutes. I'm not sure I should have done differently. All right, let's jump into this here. Let's start with your runes. And I have taken a look because I was just very curious around this game on your runes and build. So let's get up here. So you go for this Triforce Sterax like Bruiser build. Obviously, this is a very good carry build and it works well on especially like Skarner top lane. But the thing with this build is it's very expensive, and this is not the way I recommend playing Skarner. I recommend Skarner going full items like Righteous Glory, active items with Predator, being that tank, being that like, you know, grabbing people into the from the back line or like, you know, picking people off with your ult. And that's how I think what his strength is right here. But this is, I mean, this can work if you're very far ahead in the early stages of the game. But the way I like to do runes here is, and I'll put a picture of my recommended runes. So you go Celerity and Water Walking here. So this is actually all fire. This is perfect. Love this. Ingenious Hunter works so well with Predator. But you know what also works well with all these items is Cosmic Insight, because that increases even further CDR on items, your abilities in general, your ultimate. You can get that 45% CDR. And build-in tank, like that's what you want to go for, like Righteous Glory. Like, you know, getting defensive items for your support, like sorry, your ADC, like Knights of Hour and what's it called? That other support item I forget that builds into what's it called? I can't remember. Anyways, support, lots of active items is so good on Skarner. Again, it works with Ingenious Hunter and Cosmic Insight. And then I actually like to go Futures Market because you're again playing a tank and like you're not really going to be, you know, clearing really fast. You just want to get your active items as soon as possible. That's when you're most effective. So that's why I think going the full tank Skarner build. I'll have a link up on the left side, I think it is, to my own gameplay Skarner video where I talk about this and I go full tank and I still like hard carry with an awesome score. I just think Skarner's 10 times better than that. I'll also put a link in the description to that video. Take a look at that, but we'll go with this right now. And you actually go double AD armor. Yeah, again, this will work for the if your mindset right now is to go full Bruiser, Triforce, Sterax Gauge. Yes, this makes sense, but in general, I love the attack speed for just helping your jungle clear and getting like both defensive stats for the next one. Again, making your tankiness. All right, so let's jump into the game here. So this is like a 51-minute game from the time control. So I'm gonna have these up here so you guys can track as well what's going on. But let's take a look at what we want to be doing this game. So, I would be looking to start bot side. Reason being is that I love punishing champions without, what's it called? Without teleport, and Jace is very good to get in the early, like ahead in the early stages, because he can be left alone, or like you can use that as a win condition and keep killing this Garen. Garen is a melee champion, so he has to walk up to minions to kill them, and Jace is like a semi-melee range champ. So I'll be looking to gank top early, so I'll be looking to do... The thing with Skarner is you can do actually like a pretty good clear with obviously your shield and obviously your little pillar things here. So I'll be looking to do blue, Gromp, Wolves, Raptor Camp, red, gank top. Maybe look for Rift Scuttler like I am against a Lee Sin. I would be potentially happy to give that up. Do my Krugs base and go bot side. Lee Sin's mostly start red side on this side of the map. So that would be my early jungle path game plan here. But I really want to get my Misfortune ahead and deny Vayne from Skarner. So Vayne is a very hard counter to Skarner. If she gets a QSS, like, you know, past 20 minutes, like, you literally cannot kill or even do anything with the Vayne. I don't really see lower elo players. Like, I mean, if this is an Iron 1 game, Vayne's build, Quicksilver Sash. But just to keep in mind, so that's why I really want to shut down this Vayne. And Misfortune's a great lane bully. And you actually have a tank here to, like, you have very tanky champions to tank towers and dive these two very squishy champs. So I'll be looking to start ganking top, then flip the map, and then start looking to pressure bot with my Misfortune, looking to get early dragons. Mid, I wouldn't be touching at all. Mordekaiser counters champs like Skarner, like melee tanky champs, because he gets a lot of percentage health damage. And Veigar just doesn't really going to have... he just finds a scale. Just let that relax mid. That will just scale nicely for you. Let's, again, focus top in the early stages. So it looks like you are starting this down here. It looks like Mordekaiser's AFK. You get the kill, but you burn your flash. That's great. All right. But you are a bit low, so this might hurt your jungle clear a bit. But actually, I think it's fine if you just do blue Gromp base here. Because you'll be able to, should be able to afford your Stalker's Blade. But you go Skirmish the Saber. Okay, well, actually, your bot doesn't leash you at all. So you definitely, great, base in here, awesome. So you base, you can now afford your jungle item, which is so good for your clear. This is awesome. I understand why you're going Skirmish the Saber here. That's based on the build you're going. This makes the most sense because you are against, like, you know, a heavy, like, 3 melee champs topside. But Blue Smite just works so on Skarner. Again, your entire objective is just to ult people. That's really all you want to do. Ult, get the picks, get objectives from it, be that threat. And that's why I love Cosmic Insight. Get all this CDR, active item CDR. Just be constantly doing this as much as possible. But I've talked about that enough now. Let's take a look at your gameplay here. Alright, so unfortunately your Ornn dies bot, which isn't good. Alright, this is potentially gankable. I don't think we've seen him ward yet. Okay, you actually see, so I potentially would have waited in this brush and waited for him to kill these 2 minions and walk up to this one and then go on him, but there is the risk of Lee Sin counter ganking, so I potentially wouldn't have done that, actually. I mean, maybe you could have done that, but you actually see Lee Sin here, and... Alright, so this is where you have Water Walking, and this is actually where Water Walking is very good. Like, he cannot contest you in the river right now. Especially the fact that you've got Skirmisher Saber. Like, there's no way he can 1v1 you. Alright, awesome. So you've knocked Lee Sin out of his jungle. You're going to potentially double Rift Scuttler at Lee Sin in the early game, which is huge. So, what you want to do now. So you're going into his top side to counter jungle. Think of it from Lee Sin's perspective, right? So right now, he is already conceding top side. Like, he can't even do Gromp with the amount of health he's on. So he's not going to do that. I want you to go bot side here. Again, I'll also be looking to pressure bot. Actually, this is going to start pushing as well. So I'll literally just walk through mid, like wave hello to Mordekaiser. You have a ward. I want you to track Lee Sin for the next like 2-3 minutes and protect your bot lane here and just get into his face. So I would come down here, walk through mid, hit the Rift, the Scrying Orb here. I would assume that he's going to base and go to his Krugs. So I'll place a ward on Krugs. And then I potentially wouldn't really contest it. And then go and just do Rift Scuttler. Just relax. Your Gromp will be up by that stage. You can potentially look to full clear your top side, base, reset, go bot side. I just want you to track him and deny the experience and gold from that Rift Scuttler. So I think this is a really bad move from you here. So if you do this, you need to be pinging that 100% Lee Sin his bot side right now. Now let's actually just take a look. Alright, Lee Sin is literally on his Krugs right now. You would see him right here if you did that path. He would be scared because he would literally see you ward this and be like, uh-oh, Skarner's trying to kill me. And he would be too scared to walk into the river here. And, you know, he doesn't have the scrying plant to hit, to take, and you just take your Rift Scuttler. You don't even need to fight him anymore. Just as long as you're tracking him, you're scaling up. You outscale, like, Lee Sin pretty hard. and then just do your Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, base reset, and then go bot side for Dragon that's spawning at 5 minutes. So that was your ideal game plan there. Alright, where's your vision again? Alright, so you're taking Raptors and stuff here. Okay. Oh yeah, and Lee Sin comes to gank here and dies. So that wouldn't have happened if you did that path. So you see how this jungle pathing really affects like the rest of the map and what happens with your team as well. This is really inefficient. I never want to see pathing like this from you. It's much better. How much gold do you have? You can get your boots, your predator, which is so good to get as early as possible, and get a ruby crystal and 2 times control wards, and look to start pressuring bot. Like, this is really inefficient. You need items. Items are important, and control wards. Like, you're going bot right here to pretty much do nothing. And you actually haven't placed a single ward right now as well, actually. This is not good. You have 2 charges. Just not tracking the enemy Lee Sin. Because the issue now is, now that you've cleared all these camps, unless you look to do Dragon now, you will potentially lose Dragon and lose the opportunity to take it. Because then you need to base and go topside again, right? And you don't have items. Like, you're just not as strong as you could have been. Like, you have 1,000 gold right now. Gold in inventory is useless. Alright. Oh, Lux gets the bind in. Yep, that's not ideal. So Lux is actually pretty good into Skarner as well. You need to really need level 6 before you look to gank that. Alright, so the enemy team I think sees you here. They have information. Top mid is push, but can't gank mid at all. This is a level 6 Mordekaiser. You have 0 items. Your Veigar is out of mana. You do not have enough damage as a Skarner to kill this guy. You'll actually probably just die here. Alright, Lee Sin actually shows up here, and you're first to burn flash. Very close. You should have died there. That Mordekaiser missed that. You need to get level 6. You need to base, and you should not be ganking mid at all, especially the fact that Veigar has no damage. Yeah, this is a really bad move. So right now, I would say you should lose Dragon, but it doesn't look like you do lose Dragon. So this is just the level of players that you're playing against, but as you progress, like, you need to view that as a very big mistake, ganking that Mordekaiser. You're low health as well. You still haven't base, and it's 7 minutes. You still don't have your Predator at 7 minutes. Why get Predator? And your Ornn dies. Alright, so this is definitely not a good start. Enemy team is probably taking Dragon now. I don't know how they... Alright, so this makes sense, actually. Vayne's low. Veigar's like full health level 6 right now. Lee Sin has like literally 0 items, so he's doing this super slow. Mordekaiser doesn't have ult. Wait, he does have ult. Oh yeah, sorry. Did he ult you? Oh no, he ulted the Ornn up there. Okay. So, yeah, you should be helping your team here. Let's get off blue. Alright, so I'll be looking here. This is map awareness, map awareness. As soon as I see Dragon at 2,000 health, I literally will back off here. Actually, can you smite this? I think you should actually smite this. Like, I actually don't care not having smite, because there's no way they're going to be able to kill this in 2,000 damage enough. If you come here right now. Like, look at this. So smite the blue. Smite the blue. Oh, you did, but you backed off. Oh, you could have easily got... Oh, you actually get drag as well. Okay, this is how you get drag. Wow, okay. Super lucky there that you missed Fortune and Veigar. Contested that, had good map awareness. Alright, so Top's died again. Alright, Top, see you later. That's what I'm saying right now. So, what you want to do now is... I guess clear Wolves. I want you to clear out Raptor Camp. Your red buff should be back up. Your Krugs, base, reset, and then go bot side. You have ult. Unfortunately, you burnt flash before, so that sucks. But these guys are flash to summon spell bot lane. I want you to hammer bot here. This would have been very free kills if you had your flash ult, but you decide to go bot here. So again, your jungle path is all messed up now, because out of top, you're going to have to go here. You don't want to be top. This Garen's level 8. You cannot kill this Garen. Your Jace is 0-1. You're staying on the map way too long with like no control wards, and you know now your bot's just so vulnerable now because you're gonna have to go topside. Look, here you go, base, and have to go topside. All right, so you do get okay. You go warrior, yeah. So you're going full like damage abilities. All right, again makes sense, but you do a lot of damage. You're going full carry mode, and you actually clear very fast as well. Alright, so Again, based on what I want you to be doing this game and how you should be thinking of, ganking bot, is you need to out of base. You should have gone to Krugs, then Red, then Raptor Camp, then walk down here and look to gank bot. Like, again, I don't want you to do anything here. He's just died again here. You don't have flash. You do have ult, but Lee Sin's here. I guess you can go for this. Oh, Lee Sin kicks you. All right. So, this is just not good. You're wasting a lot of time and resources up here. And your bot's just trying to, like, this Vayne's actually starting to get out of control. So, this is actually a bit not ideal. I mean, imagine if you were here. These guys are literally just 2 free kills. All right. So, you come here. You clear a control ward. Definitely can't do Rift Herald. Mid does have priority. And you take the Lee Sin Gromp. Okay. So this tower is starting to get pretty low. I definitely need you to break this bot tower. This should be your priority or focus right now. Misfortune's a very good lane bully. Even though Vayne's 2-0, you need to try and shut her down. You have your flash back up, flash ult Vayne. She can literally do nothing. Oh, what happened here? Alright, so you must have seen... Okay, Mordekaiser was low here. This is actually good map awareness from you. Alright, so you do use the ult. I guess you needed to ult for that kill. Maybe not. I don't know. Actually, no. I think if you just walked up to him, E'd, auto-attack, red smite, auto-attack Q, he would have died. But you're wasting resources, which is your ultimate on mid, which you're not going to get this tower. You're not going to get objectives or anything off this, right? Again, I want you to get bot. Look at this tower. So low. Your bot's literally doing so well. So you even said you wanted to play around a lane. Like you had murdered a lane. Like what lane are you playing around right now? You're just playing around your jungle camps. That's really it. You're just AFK farm. Like you have great CS and this is awesome, but you need to be doing this while also helping bot and helping your win condition. Like look at this Lee Sin. He's going to come gank your bot now. All alone, you're top side, just farming, wasting your time looking on this Garen. Don't look at this Garen at all. He's level 10. Can't kill him with your 0-2 Jace and your bot's dead. Don't gank this Mordekaiser. So this is it. He's just going to ult you and probably kill you here. Look at this. You forced to burn your flash. So you've burnt flash defensively twice now. Whenever you burn flash defensively on Skarner, that is worst case scenario. You need to slap yourself on the wrist for that. Flash ult is Skarner's kit. That's what he's for. And now you die. This is a perfect example of why you don't want to gank in Mordekaiser. I hope this is a very tough lesson for you. Ganking Mordekaiser was a tanky bruiser melee champ. Never goes well for you. Alright, so Dragon is up. We're going to need you to go Dragon out of base. I love you switched out to Red Sweeper and 2 control wards right now. I do think Merc Treads is a good buy, based, even though they have sort of pretty heavy AD. I mean, Vayne's pretty much true damage. Mordekaiser's AP, but it is for the Lux CC. It is a bit annoying. So your bot lane literally gets this tower on their own. This is huge. This game should not be going for 50 minutes. Just get Dragon. Let's just get Dragon. Actually, no, let's help bot right now. Alright, so this is bad map awareness. Just help. You need to help your team. No, they actually kill more. Your bot is just popping off. Alright. So you take Dragon. You have 2 drags now. This is good. Looking to counter jungle. Just don't like that you're not helping your team at all here. This is very greedy. I mean, I guess this is... Alright, so I will let you... before, you should have helped them before doing drag. But at this stage, this is an overstay by them. I actually would ignore them and just take these jungle camps. I think this is fine from you here. But before, definitely should help your team. Yeah, this is fine. Just take jungle camps. So your entire topside jungle is up. So the next objective in this game you need to be thinking about is this top tower. Yes, I know Garen's up here, but if your bot comes here with it, Garen can do nothing. As a melee champ, you have, Misfortune as a range champ. You can just dive this guy with your ult. He's pretty squishy. So I don't want you to be really looking bot here. I mean, I guess you can potentially look to kill this guy. Lee Sin's 2. Oh, you get the ult on him. Okay. So yeah, yes, you get the kill, but you have to think about using your ults as well. What do you get off this? You're probably going to steal his Krugs, which is okay, but using your ult to break top tower is so much better. Your ult's not on the shortest cooldown, it's still a minute 20. It's sort of wasting time there. That's a play of kills over objectives right there. Like, it's not like you want to push this tower. This is going to be very hard to get at 16 minutes, especially with the enemy bot lane coming back. This is the next objective. So Lee Sin actually has Rift Herald as well. I actually can't remember where he got that. So you do take his Krugs, but let's look to... Alright, what I would do here is clear my Gromp, Wolves, then base, and go topside, because you're going to be off the map of bot side for a long time now, and this is your pressure point for the next 2-3 minutes. Clear these camps, be efficient, get the experience and gold. I mean, you're doing very well. You have 130 CS right now. So this is good. Your Jace just left the game. Oh, we just DC'd. So your team's doing the right thing, but you're not here to help them. This is why you're dragging the game out, because you just keep farming, and you're still not basing. You have 1900 gold. Please base. I haven't seen you be placing control wards either. Alright, so you actually kill the Mordekaiser. I'm going to guess he's low health, committed under the tower. You can go from there. Need you to base. Okay, your team's literally getting objectives without you. So you're getting... I would say this is actually you getting pretty hard carried here. I mean, I guess farming is just the best thing for you to do here. There's nothing else really for you to do. But the thing you need to be doing now, so I'll be backpinging my team here. This is the next objective, to break this tower. So you need to figure out a way to get this tower. Third drag's probably going to be spawning, I think, in about 2 minutes or so. So I'll be looking to control bot side. So base here, go bot side, look to control this area, look to potentially split push out bot, make them react, and then you can keep dragging them and then look to take mid tower. That's the way you want to break this mid tower. Just come up with a way. There's many creative ways you can do it. That's like a very basic way, but that's what you need to be thinking of right now. How do I break this mid tower? This is the next objective. You have a Vega or a Misfortune as well. Like, they don't really have much range champs at all. You can actually siege very easily. All right, go defend mid. Mordekaiser cannot break this tower. This is so important to defend. Break your mid tower. This is why I want you to break it, is because breaking mid tower opens up the map so much for your team. It just allows you to go both sides, pressure both sides, push in mid in, making them react and show, and then you walking into their jungle. Either side is just so many options. All right, so now your counters. This is a little bit greedy for me. This is very greedy. I mean, you could have actually potentially come and kill this Mordekaiser. Actually, I don't know. I mean, you do a lot of damage now. I mean, if you ulted before he got his ult off, then, like, you can kill him. Alright, so Dragon is spawning soon. You can't be topside right here. You need to be placing controls. I don't think I've seen you place controls at all. You're buying them, but you're not placing them, repositioning them. That's why I tell you to buy 2 controls. You can place one down in one area, side of the map that you're focused in. Then you flip it, and then you be like, hey, I'm going to reposition this because this is the area that I'm pressuring now. Alright, so the many teams pretty overextended in your jungle right now. I mean, you're 100 CS up on Lee Sin right now, so that's a pretty easy win. Alright, cool. This should be our third dragon. Do some camps while you wait for it. This is good. And Infernal Drags. I love Infernal Drags. Great. Alright, so we've broken mid tower. Just by accident, I think. Or, yeah, obviously because you won that team fight. Next objective is Baron buff. So, you're very far ahead. The problem with your team is you actually do have a pretty slow Baron, so you need to look to pretty much just bait it. And the way you do that is you keep pushing out mid. You still have your mid tower up, so getting mid priority will be so important. So this is what you need to do now. So let's take a look. Fine to clear your camps. But base here, there's no reason for you to be fighting. How much gold do you have? You have 4.3k gold. Please don't fight. Right now, like, you are... Like, firstly, you're fighting over nothing. Like, this is the objective. Why you're bot side. And your entire 4k gold lead is your advantage. So right now, it's actually, think of the gold as, like, it's actually 31k to 31k right now, because you literally haven't pressed the B button on your keyboard to go spend your gold, get your Triforce. This fight will literally do nothing for you. You don't need to take this fight to win this game. And you just die here. So, I mean, you're so weak. You might think, you might feel like you're invincible, but you're not. You have 4.3k gold in your inventory. It's useless in your inventory. Alright, so they actually get a lot from this. Man, I'm only thinking they could have potentially Baroned. Anyways, you're coming out here, you have 2 controls, good, but I want you to be placing them. Alright, so push out mid. I like this. Push out mid and push out top, and then keep going in here. I want your control ward to be like here. Once you've pushed mid wave and top wave in, come here, keep sweeping, keep getting control wards down. Just slowly play this out patiently. They will make a mistake, I guarantee you. Alright, I'll go push top wave, actually kill Gromp, and then go push top and push mid. Actually, no, push mid first and then go top. Oh, so this is good. This is what you're doing. This is good. But push top as well. Oh no, you're walking bot side, right? This is the big mistake. I can already start to see you're just trying to go in this counter jungle mindset, but this is not going to win you. Baron wins you games. Like, yes, I love that you're counter jungle. You have an insane CS right now, but you're not winning the game. Like, your bot side right now, you're just walking around the map. Mordekaiser's is split pushing bot. Like, look at this top wave and mid wave. They're going to start actually potentially getting priority of mid, because guess what? Your Vega Neo needs to react. So this is what Mordekaiser is doing to you is what you need to be doing to them. And look at this. Your Vega's getting dragged around. There's just no reason to be pressuring bot side at all there. Alright, so still farming. I mean, this is good. It's fine, but I need you to be around your team. Like, actually, Misfortune should be mid with Ornn right now. Jay should be split pushing top. You should be in here. Like, ward in here, ward in there. Oh, they're actually killing your Misfortune here. So you're literally just watching your team die here and just farming. Like, I mean, I guess it's sort of their fault, but like, you're the strongest member of the team right now. If your team cannot fight without you, no, your team can't do anything without you. So the fact that you keep running around the map and taking these jungle camps, like, your team's getting confused and they can't do anything. Like, it's the reason why you're always alone in these like areas, is because you just keep, and your team's just still dying around you. Like, you're not fighting around your team at all. This is very risky. Like, you're just getting out of control here. This is insane. You have 236. This is great, but you're not winning the game. You're thinking about, how can I get 500 CS, but I don't care if I lose the game. That's what you're trying to tell me right now. Why I say this is risky is that the entire enemy team is missing. Yes, you have mid-wave push, but no one's reacting on it. No one's showing. So they could be, where are they? Your entire team's in base. Like, you will potentially just die here and lose Dragon. And you're getting caught. It's a wild goose chase. Wow, you're so strong. You can literally 1v1 more. Right, you're pretty lucky that the enemy team didn't help to get him, but they got Dragon off that. That was your 4th drag win condition. No wonder this game's for another 20, goes for 25 minutes. We're just constant pointless fights. Why are we bot side? Let's push out top. Let's control top side. You still haven't placed your control wards around this area. This is how you close out a game. Not by just keep AFK farming jungle camps. I mean, it's great that you're strong. You can do this. You're so strong right now. But you need to be utilizing your team. Like, League is not a one-man game at the end of the day. This is pretty aggressive and greedy. I think you don't know where 4 of the enemy team is. Lux is around. She could easily just snare you and you would have wasted flash. But you do get the kill on Vayne there. So, alright, so I guess we can counter jungle here. I need top wave push. I want you to just push out top wave. Your team's not going to do it. You just push it out. As long as there's fortune and stuff's pushing out mid. But control wards, this is why placing control wards will get you pressure of mid as well. Because the enemy team won't know, like, where they're too scared to walk up further. If you have, say, like, this area control warded, or, ideally you're like, this is the best control ward you can have. Because they literally cannot walk past, like, this area of the map. Especially the threat of a Skarner ult. Alright, so push out top, make them react. There's only one wave that they need to react to. Like, Jace, again, they're making you react more than you are right now. Because you're only pushing one lane. That's the only lane your team's pushing. You're not pushing like at least top lane. Alright, so this is a gangrene. You're by yourself. You can't get river control by yourself here. Like, you need your team. Okay, you're actually getting caught. How did that Garen get there? I don't even know how he got there. And you die. I guess you kill Garen. I mean, dying as a jungler at 28 minutes is just not good. Especially the fact that you're this fed. Like, you can't be dying. This is how you lose games. Like, you being alone greedy in these areas when you don't know where the entire team is. Like, this is how you lose games. Like, we just don't want these ARAM fights. Play smart League of Legends. Clear your jungle camps. Then get control here. Then look to get this dragon. You have 4th dragon win condition. There's no reason to fight. Alright, Orn actually gets a good ult there. Alright, so there's lots of pings going Baron. I just don't feel... So Vega's dead, but you guys have like no damage on Baron. You have an Orn, Misfortune, Jace, Skarner. Like, I would be using it as bait. Again, you're not placing control wards. Why is there no control wards anywhere here? How do you know this is not warded? You got your Sweeper Trinket as well. You're just not using it. Does enemy team know? Look at this. Right here. Just place a control ward. This is why you definitely can't do Baron now. The enemy team can literally just poke you off it. And look how slow your Baron is without your Jace or Veigar. And there you go. Everyone's dying. So, big problem here. I love that you got 2 control wards, but why are they in your inventory? You need to place them. Right, so the enemy team's just seen you on this control ward. You need to give up Dragon. You cannot get this in time for 3 people. Like, your team's dead here. Give up Dragon. Seen on control ward. Alright, so you die here. Okay, this game is dragging on. You've lost 2 opportunities to get 4th Dragon Soul. Like, you should be getting Elder Dragon right now. So you get a Warmogs here. Yeah, this build is just very strange to me. If anything, get a Dead Man's Plate. That is so much better. It gives you move speed. It helps with Skarner, again, to get those ults off. That's your objective. Ult will win your game, not giving yourself like more health and more health regen. Wow, this is just an absolute brutal fight. But there you go, get the kill on Mott. Orn is your support Orn. I love it. He's just like, I'm just sick of this back and forth ARAM fights mid. I'm going to push out bot. Like, this is hilarious. This is literally what I want your team to be doing, but it's literally a support Orn that's doing this. Alright, good on to Garen. Let's finish him off. It's pretty tanky, but we get the kill. Alright, I think you should have just done Baron there, actually. Maybe not. I mean, you do it so slow, but like, 3 of the enemy team is dead. Like, stop chasing Lee Sin. Just do Baron. Like, if Lee Sin wants to come here, and again, this is where you do control wards. Pressure Baron. Force them to make mistakes. If you play against a control ward here, clear their wards, and then the enemy Lee Sin's like, oh, I don't know what's going on with Baron, and he'll just jump over the wall and die, and then you get a free kill, and then you just take Baron after that. Wow, you're actually really, really fed. So yeah, this build works good in terms of 1v1. Like, you actually wouldn't have been able to 1v1 that Vayne if you were tank Skarner, so I guess that's the only advantage of going this build. Alright, so I guess you're farming up here, but again, I just don't like the fact that you're not placing control wards anywhere here. You're just not controlling, you're not helping Jace push this out. You're just on too much greed mode right now. I mean, it's good. This is good. I like that you're prioritizing farm experience and gold so much. Like, you're literally 4 levels ahead of Lee Sin. But we need to tone it back a little bit. We need to still think about, how do I win this game? How do I get objectives? Like, my philosophy and the way I teach is make sure you're still getting objectives whilst trying to be as efficient as possible. That's like the key. That's like what you're trying to figure out and solve in each game. And right now you're just going all in on one area, efficiency, and the other area is completely gone. You need a balance. You need to be bot side right now. Dragons coming up. You need to be placing control wards around here. This is where you need to be getting four dragons. Like, you can't be top side right here. Your team's literally like killing them all by themselves. You're getting carried here. Alright, great. Now you get 4th dragon. Okay. Can we do Baron as well? I think we can. No, you're not there. Oh no, why aren't you there? This is not good. Your team's doing Baron. Please help your team. You would have got this. Your team's all dying now. Now your team's going to die, and it looks like they get Baron. So the fact that they get Baron here is all your fault. You're just extending this game. And now you can't win the game for another like 3-4 minutes because they have Baron. So, I mean, I like that you're split pushing here, but they can easily just base and defend this, and you'll lose Baron. Because they know you're bot side, you're the smite. Big, big mistake, and you die to Garen. Wow, Garen's 16 and 4. Wow. Alright, so I mean, I guess you do have Infernal Dragon Souls, so that's a plus. Elder Dragon's coming up. So really, your next win condition is Elder Dragon, defend this Baron. Alright, well, they obviously don't end here, so this is just again more back and forth. They're going to get probably double inhibitors. And they just overextend and you get a bunch of kills. Alright, another back and forth. I guess we can defend topside, and let's look to do Dragon. Elder Dragon, you don't have any control wards now. I'm actually curious. I wonder if you place it, even though you have 2 controllers in your inventory constantly, I don't think you place a single control ward down this game. Or at least, like, it must be very little. You're literally full build right now. So this is the farm doesn't actually matter anymore now. You're literally full build. Like the only thing you can get now is like a potion. But like you need to really start actually giving your camps to your team. Like what do you get from these camps now? This is not good. Your team's not level 18 yet. They need experience and gold. Right, so your Vayne actually ults there. You get the kill. All right, awesome. We can get Elder Drag off killing these guys. Jace is coming down, but we do need to start thinking about these inhibs, like pushing these waves out. They shouldn't be able to 4 versus 5 you here. Yeah, you're actually doing a lot of damage. Alright, cool. Alright, I love that you based here. Even though Elder's not coming up for us soon, you need to base straight away and clear this. This is great. You don't want this to get out of control and unmanageable. We can get Elder Dragon after. Spawn death times are very long at this stage, but you can come down to get Dragon now. Push this out, come Dragon. Alright, great. This is a pretty easy win condition now. So, Baron is coming up soon. We can easily get Baron. They can't 5v5 us. Let's get Baron and just close this game out. So let's try and figure a way to get Baron. What we want to do is push out mid. Someone ideally pushing out bot. I mean, bot's in a pretty good spot right now. Just keep pushing out mid. And then just get this Baron. If they want to come fight, be my guest. You will kill them with Elder Dragon. It's super overpowered. Alright, so this is good. But let's get Baron. Alright, yep. Push out the wave. Baron. Baron's up. Let's go. Oh, these fights are pointless. Shouldn't be fighting at all. Don't need to fight. Like, you don't want to fight under... I mean, like, you have... Yes, I want you to fight. That's correct. But I don't want you to fight near under a tower here. Like, it's much more difficult. Force them into Baron. Just turn. Just kill them. It's like they have, like, crazy, like, AoE, like, damage abilities. Like, Lux doesn't do any damage, you know? She's a support. Alright. Actually, just killing them all one by one. Is this the Mordekaiser Vayne dive play you're talking about? Yeah, you need to back off. I wouldn't be fighting this anymore. I just want you to get Baron, man. Come on. That's how you win this game, not these pointless fights. Alright, well, Vegas one-shots Vayne. Alright, so Baron is still up. Let's go straight to Baron. Do we still have one has Elder? Can't remember, I can't see. Alright, Garen's bot. Good Baron call. And they're just running in, just suiciding one by one. Alright, so there we go. We kill another 2. Is Elder Dragon literally going to spawn for a second time this game? Actually, I think you can just end. Nah, you're alone. Vega and Jace is dead. Alright, so we get 2 inhibitors. This is good. Deny some jungle camps from Lee Sin. There's nothing really more you can do to get his red. So, yep, Elder Dragon's up again. So you guys should still have Baron up for it, I believe. Doesn't say how much time. But just simply push out mid. I mean, you guys have the push anyway. You guys can literally just wait for them, super creeps, the enemy team to react on them, get those, and then end the game with Elder Dragon. Alright, but you actually kill Garen thing. You must get Elder and just win the game off this. Alright, so yeah, this is a very long review. I don't know how long I've been recording for right now, but you obviously get Elder and end the game. Lee Sin and Garen were dead. Alright, a lot to work on here. too greedy, too much in terms of, again, the way I explained it earlier, all in on efficiency, and you're not having the balance of thinking about how to be efficient while still getting objectives. Your team got, I think, all these objectives by themselves. Like, you literally didn't do anything except for, I think, those last 2 towers here. So it's great you had 441 CS. You're like 200 CS up on the Lee Sin, but as you can tell from this game, you didn't win the game because you weren't prioritizing objectives. You're too farm focused. So you can check out my full notes over on my blog, nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.